Hi, and of course welcome back. I've got Stephen there with me as well. Might be the last one I do without a mic free well, because we're going to be hitting winds. Got a lot to tell you in this one, but what we'll do is we'll get some walking footage and we'll fill you in as we go. As you all seen by the title, yes, we're in the Lake District and we're doing that charity camp that we did last year. I'm going to explain a bit more about the ins and outs of this, because it's been a little bit, you know, up in the air this morning about what we're doing. But we're here, we're going to get moving. Hope you've enjoyed the intro, whatever that was, and I'll fill you in as we go, because we've got a few Wainwrights that we're ticking off before we reach our summit in about maybe 2 hours from where we are right now. Alright, join you on the route. Hey you! Oh! Hi, this is on our first summit today, Grisdale Pike. We should have another one and then our summit camp. The wind's picked up quite bad, and that leads me on to what I mentioned earlier on about, you know, changing plans. Well, there's a summit there. Look at this stupid wee thing here. Look at that. That's one of the most pathetic things I've ever seen. Anyway, this was the charity camp that we did last year, you know, trying to get a summit camp on every one of the Wainwrights. It was me and Caitlin did it last year over on High Spy. Problem with this year is this wind, so I couldn't bring the MSR, so I'm in the Vern 1, and then I've got Stephen with me and he's got many Soulo, so we'll show you the tents as we get up. But right now we're going to continue with this, try and drop out the wind a wee bit. It is predicted to die down, but it's one of them things where sometimes they say it's going to die down and sometimes it just rattles it back on again. He's picking up gusts of 30 there, so that's about right, but they did say the forecast might get up to as much as 50s in some spots over the next couple of hours or so we're hoping it doesn't. Anyway, we're going to continue our walk. We've got a fair bit of a wee down climb to go and then a big up before we get to our summit. Probably about an hour or so for us walking, so maybe 6:30, 7 o'clock for us, hopefully getting our tents up. this without the mic, just so you can hear any wee wind, you know, make it a bit more realistic. We've just passed the majority of the height. We've got another 100 metres or so, but it's kind of like Hartfell now, where it kind of flattens out. We'll get to the top, and that's why I picked this summit for our camp, because I wanted one that just gave us a nice good flat easy pitch in case we had a couple of other tents, and you know, nice and height this time. We can see all over. So this is the camp. If you remember last year, we were at 11 o'clock, we get the lights out. Oh, last year Caitlin was loving that. She was like a pig in shite, dancing around with a reed light. So fortunately there's no waves tonight, but we'll make up for it. We've also got to give a wee toast to someone, and I'll give that wee toast later on. But for now, I'm going to get up, going to put a time lapse, I reckon, when I put the tent up, and I'll talk to you in a wee while. And we're going to get walking. Wind is calming down slightly, I think. Oh, oh, that's us both at the big summit cairn, the shelter, or Grasmoor. Oh, just got to find ourselves a pitch now. It's a wee bit more rocky at the top here, but we can probably get tents in. Just whether or not we want views, maybe down the Solway there, or are we looking views over at the Skiddaw, or do we want to try and see if we can get a wee view dropping down at the bottom here? But I think what we'll do is we'll probably take the bags off and do a wee wander around and then pitch up in about 15-20 minutes. I've already mentioned it, but I'm in the Vern one tonight. Stephen's just next to us in the Soulo, and we're both just getting ourselves sorted out for food. Sleeping system's on there. I'll give you a show around, maybe in the morning when it's, you know, we're at just after 8 o'clock tonight, so we've got a couple of hours before darkness, so we can want to get our food on the go. But first things first, and that is a wee beer, and it's a wee beer for a toast, and it's a wee toast to Stephen Cares, who should, I haven't got a signal so I don't know for definite, but should have completed his munros today on Isle of Mull. So it's Benmore, I think it is Benmore and Isle of Mull. So congratulations. Anne Marie's not far behind as well. I think she's only about 3 or 4 as well, so not another big one, but well done. Amazing effort. Maybe fingers crossed I might get there one day myself. But anyway, I'm going to open up my can. Hopefully it doesn't go everywhere. I thought I would. This one dropped out my bag about an hour ago, and I was like, this is going to get kicked everywhere. Anyway, cheers folks. Still a decent desperado that. Right, time for some grub. Kind of squashed my rolls, but I better still banging. Got them chicken sausages again. Remember I got them in the Hartfell camp. Peri peri, chicken, hot dogs,
because they're only 4 grams of fat per hot dog, it means it kind of feels like a cheat, but it's no cheat. I loved them on that last one, so I'll just do that again, and I can stock up as much as I want. So down the hatch we go, and then we'll probably time to maybe put the drone up, and then we'll see what else we've got for the night. We've got loads of wee chat we can give you as well. Right, I'm gonna eat. I didn't like filming on a meeting, so munch.
That's us took the couple of minute walk to get up to the summit, the wee summit cairn here. It wasn't much of a sunset, the cloud was kind of coming in and going, so we just had our dinner and then we've come up now to kind of wee look round the place. I mentioned earlier on about charity, so I'll just kind of fill that in properly. So this is the same as last year where the idea was we're raising money for the the moon. I'll show you in a wee second that. I fucking lost my train of thought there. Aye. So, charity camp, So last year we did it for the Burness Mountain Rescue. This year it is the Keswick Mountain Rescue, which ironically was the ones that we phoned when we did Blencathra. Remember when that Wallerper was up in the summit all on his mushrooms and up high out his face? So we've used them. So yeah, I think this year they absolutely tanned it with the targets. Alan did an amazing job of getting that thing organised. 54 degrees north. If you're looking for him on YouTube, Alan. I'm not going to get his name over here in case he's not wanting folks stalking him on Facebook and that lot and getting him wee dick pics online and that lot. He likes that kind of stuff though, apparently. So, you know, I think that's his jam. Anyway, let's have a wee nosy. Looks like drone's been up a bit, and then we'll come back and get ready for 11 PM is also the big one in this camp. Is we get the lights on and we try and see who else is on the summit. So we've seen lights kicking about over there. So behind the camera, which I'll overlay a wee bit now, behind the camera we've got Dodd, and then that goes on in Red Pike. Remember that camp there last March, I think it was? Although we might not be seeing it because the clouds kind of go over. Then we've got High Style, and behind that pillar, camped in that, and then right over in the distance, which is kind of getting a bit dull now, you can't really see them, is the Scarfells, and we've got Great End, and a few others. So we're hoping we'll see a few, obviously a bit lower down. Fleetwood Pike and Haystacks is over there as well. I know there's people over there, and I know for a fact that, so I'm hoping we should see some lights over in the distance. So there's a rounded one over straight ahead from us as well. That's Robinson. Remember me and Caitlin camped in that about this time last year, about that. And then behind that we've got Hinscarf, and then behind that is Dale Head. Again, we camped in that, me and Caitlin. So there's a few that we've kind of been here and done that, but I think it looks like, well, this cloud looks quite like in and out. It looks like there's a bit, like it's only a wee bit, so it might just blow through. But anyway, I'll see if we can get some overlay film now for that wee bit that I talked about, and then we're going to go back to our tents and sit and chill, you know, get some drinks doing us and all that kind of jazz, Right, so that's 11 o'clock. Let me down my light for a wee second. There you go. Oh, there. Right, so ahead of us, we've got a whole bunch of lights shining. Yeah, you can see that bright one ahead of us. That boy's been chucking green lights and all sorts. So we've got some lights at Dale Head in the distance. And we can see, I don't know where that low one there is quite low. He's a low camper, lazy camper. Aye, I don't know who you are. Anyway, a little low one down there. That one up there, maybe Red Pike. We can see in the distance. There should be someone over Hinscar. I mean, David Butler should be over Hinscar somewhere. DB Outdoors. Somewhere over there, maybe. Aye, there he is. That could be him there, maybe. In the distance. Aye. So I've got the chill beam on a flash so folk can see as we're flashing, and I've took the light off just now so you can see better with the lights. Oh yes, Caitlin loved this last year. I'm just gutted that she's not here. But yeah, we made the right call. The tent, there's no way that MSR would have survived. But when we got up here the night, no way in hell. I mean, I nearly took out the Vern, to be honest. Anyway, we're going to enjoy this for the next 5 minutes, and then I'll check back in a wee bit.
Oh, what a cracking night. So, we're going to hit the hay. Not really much else to say other than that, you know, it was a lovely night. Looking forward to getting cosy in here. We used to zip up in this place. It's feel really cosy. It's nice to see the lights come up. We counted about 8 different summits at one point. Brilliant. Be interested to see what people see their side of it from the next day. We definitely had some pretty bright lights, I think. So a nice wee charity once again. Well done, everybody. I think we were going to go and tag some more Wainwrights in the morning, but you know, we kind of fancy a wee alternate route, so we're going to take a route. I'm not going to tell you where we're going, but it's kind of one of them. It's like a, you know, we had a choice of going over some extra summits or going visiting something a bit more unique. So we're going somewhere unique, so we'll fill you in when we get there. But for me, I'm going to sign off. Got some time lapses on the go, so maybe get a wee music montage with some drone footage in the morning as well, just to show you exactly what we've got going on here. And yeah, barring that, hope you enjoyed our camp with us. It's nice to we bring you along, and I'll see you in the morning. Night night. No, maybe you. a very good morning to you too. Hope you enjoyed that. That was stunning, wasn't it? It's kind of clouded back over for us at the moment, but it's still just hovering maybe 10 metres above us. So, and when you can look in the distance, it's still just blowing over that one. But it's made for some dramatic footage when it's coming over as fast as that. So we're just getting our second coffees in the go, and then we'll start seeing where we're at. It's only 6:30, so just kind of lazing about, you know. Get another night in this banging of a tent. I can sleep. Zero condensation again. You know, just lovely and warm. And another one for on the sleep systems. I'm still using my Big Agnes 3-in-1. That was another night where I've only used the outer. I haven't used the inner one at all, you know. So that's just something to say for it. It's like it tells it says on it. I think it's like 11 degrees comfort for the outer bag. That was more than comfortable. So I'm going to get push this one over the winter and see how far I can get before I have to go to my mammoth bag, you know. Anyway, I'm going to get a wee coffees. Oh, check back in a wee bit. That's inside the tents for both of us, packed away. I don't think I mentioned this yesterday. I'll put a bit of footage up now, but it wasn't the easiest to get put up initially. The pitch is kind of similar to that one I had on Red Pike just over a year ago, so very rocky. So as a result, initially I couldn't get the pegs in the way I wanted them, so I was halfway through getting the tent up, looked all good, and then the tent almost decided it was going to go to Hilleberg. So I had to go and get a couple of wee rocks just to kind of nail them in better, but I know. And as you've seen, it was absolutely rock solid all night. So yeah, just that kind of wee sad time again where you kind of start getting all the tent away and the door shut, you know, and saying goodbye to your wee camp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do just that, get everything put away, and then I'll join you back once we're all done.
hang me, and how you doing?
First wee look at the mine over there to my left. That's where we're going. Getting a wee nose in the mine. So we're at the fourth Crag mine, the last working mineral mine in the lakes. Lead, zinc, Barches. They've been mined here for over 130 years apparently. There's a bit overlay of what I'm looking at now. I just thought it was quite a cool wee thing to have a wee look at. I'm sure the Force Crag is named after the waterfalls here. I think the Force Crag waterfall potentially. I think. Yeah. Oh yeah. Toilet there. I'll take a shite before we come home. That's probably a nice place to end the video. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Nice to get back down to the lakes. It's a lot closer for us than doing that Malmore's one. I think the Malmore's one is like double length of time journey. Even though we are living in Scotland, it's still easier to come to England, if that makes sense. So, Stephen's just finishing off. He was using his new drone, the DJI Flip, which I'll put a wee bit of footage on that at some point in one of the other videos, so you can see what that looks like. Tidy wee drone. But for us, we've got about 3 to 4 mile walk back from here. Not as much as that, I don't think. Back to the car, along the road, and then so we'll maybe give you a bit of walking footage. But for me, I'm going to say cheerio. And we'll give a wee wave for Stephen in the wee as he's walking back and all. Alright, hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you on our next adventures.